Globally, a woman earns up to 18% less than her male counterparts. And although South Africa is ranked 34 out of 135 countries surveyed in the latest wave gender gap report, there is plenty of room for improvement.
The gender pay gap now is about 18%. In South Africa, it's 35%, which means that women effectively are paid for 8 months of the year and work for free for 4.
According to payscale.com, the average South African female professional is paid around 58,000 Rand a year, while her male counterpart earns 136,000 Rand.
Pre-2008, the gap was actually closing, and that was because of a very big demand for skills and very fast acceleration of women through the workplace simply because of the shortage of skills. But of course, with the downturn, that demand for skills slows, and women therefore seem to have borne the brunt of the global slowdown.
ANITA BOSCH, Associate Professor at the University of Johannesburg, says there's limited information available on the gender pay gap.
The gender pay gap does exist, and the pay differentials that is mandated to be reported in the Employment Equity Act is about a gender, so men and women, and for that data to be made publicly available, even in aggregated format, potentially could lead to conflict, and it opens up a can of worms.
Other research shows that while women are paid less comparatively, the number of women in senior management positions has risen to 28% in South Africa. The number globally is less, at 24%.
There's been some stagnation of women in business and the senior positions that they hold. The trends over the last couple of years are showing that women in senior positions are sitting between 25 and 28%, and that has fluctuated up and down over the last 4 or 5 years, but hasn't moved very much, which is of concern to us.
Government policies have been put in place to encourage gender equality, but it's the implementation that is proving more difficult.
The one thing that always comes to bear is that old boys club. If you look at a lot of the senior positions are held by men that come from the private schools, and there's the club. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and how you get promoted to those positions. And there are various circles within government, within business, and it's if you don't know the people in those circles, then it's going to be very difficult for you to get into the circle to start with. And I think that plays a very significant role.
Companies have, a real financial issue in making up those gaps. And how do you say for a period of time that men should not get any increases until women have caught up?
The root of the gender pay gap problem seems to be a historical notion.
In general, that the assumption with men would be that they are the breadwinners, and so therefore breadwinners should be getting more because they are supporting a family.